there's a thought process behind, kind of swifting and sorting, right? And I think like if you can sort people before they connect with you based off of what you're posting, that's super important, right? Ultimately, like,
Oh yeah.
we're not going to be a good fit for everybody, right? I always laugh at the agent that says I get every listing appointment, and it's like, maybe you're 10 for 10 right now, but like ultimately not everybody you met with wanted to work with you 100%, right? It's just impossible, right? Like we're all different fits for different people, and that's why there's so many different agents out there, and so many agents work well with others, right? It's just the way it is, right? So the fact that you can't hit them all makes it even more important that you might as well kind of post who you are and be authentic, and attract that in, and it helps you too, right? Because there's nothing worse than trying to work with somebody that you just don't connect with, right? It's very hard to communicate with people that like you just can't get along with, right? Or you can't talk to, or they're talking over to you. It makes it really difficult. And I've had some of those, right? Like I'll circle back to right when I first got started, and a majority of my business came from, doing all of this. And it made me have to work with those types of people that I wasn't a good fit for. I mean, we got it done for sure. I can make it work, but ultimately it was stressful experience, right? It wasn't as
Yeah.
enjoyable as it could have been.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think that's such a great point, right? Because people want to do business with people like them, right? And so,
Mhm.
if you can find that connection, and that you're just going to this is attraction,
Yeah.
right? This is what we're talking about, right? We're the chase versus attract, and everybody says, "Man, I want a very attractive business." Then you've got to give people value that attracts them to you, and being able to make that connection. And you're not going to connect with everybody, nor should you try to. And you're just looking for the people that are really looking for you.
So I found a cool quote that I saved on my phone the other day. It says, "If you spend your time chasing butterflies, they will fly away. But if you spend your time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come. Don't chase, attract." Right.
Yeah,
So,
that's a
and
great
I,
point.
and I pulled that up. It's on my phone here, but I'll end up posting this at some point
Yeah, no, I
on
mean,
my story,
that is
right?
it's so good. It really it is. And it's I always say it, right? We talk about sales and marketing all the time, and your better um, sales are critical. However, if you're a world class marketer, you can be an average salesperson. If you're not committed or obsessed with becoming the best marketer that you can be, then you're going to have to be world class in sales. And so I just honestly believe that that's a harder business to go down than being obsessed with becoming a better marketer. And then being you can be average in sales and still achieve a lot of the goals that you want in your life.
So it's interesting that you brought that up. So this has been a way for me to obviously find more structure and leverage social media, make warmer connections with people that I'm connecting with online that are watching what we're doing, and then when they're ready, they're reaching out and we're working together, which has been awesome. But a byproduct of all of that is sort of what you just said. It's being able to sort of leverage your reach, right? So what I noticed is after being 90 days on market, we had 241 views, and then we had 449 views for realtor.ca here in Canada. But 90 days on our platform, we had over 66,000 accounts reached, and almost 200,000 impressions. So there's a lot to say around sort of what social media is being able to do in terms of exposure. So when you're sitting down at a listing appointment, and you're having that conversation of, what are you going to do for us that's going to differentiate yourself from another, agent in the community outside of just posting on the MLS, right? It's leveraging your own brand, leveraging your own social media platforms to help gain them more eyes on their specific property.